Yeah, I just ate like Wendy's.
Wendy's? I haven't had Wendy's in a while.
Yeah. They have like 4 new menu items. So that's what I just did.
So are you about to fall asleep right now, or you got enough energy to do this?
I'm about to fall asleep. Um it's a burger and a chicken sandwich and then fries and a frosty. But I posted the first one though.
Oh, you made
I posted the
you made
burger.
her like a review?
Yeah, so it's an Italian um mozzarella burger and a chicken parm sandwich, which are both basically the same. It's a it's a burger you can get single, double, or triple, and the burger has like a mozzarella stick on it and tomato sauce, and then the chicken parm is the same thing. It's a chicken patty with mozzarella sticks and
I would shout out that
sauce.
certain sandwich review Instagram, but they snubbed me, so they're not getting any free promotion.
No, I didn't even send them it. I'm doing my own.
Yeah,
I'm just
they're
eating fast food.
they're
Aunt Mary Pat inspired me because she had a McRib. I'm gonna do that next.
oh, Aunt
McRibs are
Mary Pat's
nasty.
McRib review was glorious. Are we on yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
Oh,
on.
nice. That was
Just
me
talking
in my
about.
natural habitat. I didn't know we were recording. Sweet.
Yeah, so I posted the first one. It's the burger, and I'll post the chicken later, and we're gonna do the frosty, and then there's garlic fries, which were disgusting. So that's good. But Eagles got their first L. We'll talk about that, and I haven't watched a lick of Sixers. I probably won't watch the Sixers till after, like, till Christmas Day, probably. But Joel Embiid scored 59 points, which really pisses me off. It's like Jordan Belfort when he's uh
Yeah, what did he go in
at the
foul shots
beginning
in
of
that
the
game? Could he
movie.
have made one more foul shot and made a nice
Yeah,
260?
60 points. Come on, bro. 59. But that's still awesome. It's amazing. They're like 7-7 now, right? As of right now, they'd be in like a play-in tournament to get into the playoffs. They're not even like a good seed, like a 9 seed. Um, but yeah, that's pretty sick. And I bought the City Edition Tyrese Maxey, like the brotherly love, but now they're saying they might freaking trade him to get Durant.
That would be a travesty. I hope they don't do something stupid like that.
That's enough of Sixers.
That's
And the
enough
Flyers are
Sixers.
back to
That's
where
for
they're.
sure.
Flyers are back to
All right, let's
where.
talk about the Eagles. I can't even. You said fly. You had me at Flyers. They're on a losing streak. Let's go. Let's go,
That's why
Birds.
they've started waiting and they're bad. So the Eagles Monday night. We'll start there. Light crowd. Everything was light. The fans were weak. Got some good bonding time in with
I wasn't weak.
tailgate
I was
crew.
on one. I was ready to go. You were getting mad at me. I kept every time something good happened, I kept smacking Phil in the butt like I was his coach. Finally, like
I had a bad.
midway through the second quarter, he's like, "Dude, stop it!" I'm like, "Oh yeah, now the vibe's off. It's off."
You can blame me.
I'm not
I
blaming
had a
you.
bad feeling about it when. No, you can because I had a bad feeling about it. Everyone just chalking it up as like an automatic dub. That's kind of what pissed me off. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? It seemed like almost beat the Vikings like a couple weeks ago. It's not like the Carson Wentz Commanders that you
We do
played.
this every season. When I make my Eagles prediction, I put 4 losses immediately in. I say NFC East is a split, and then I go from there. And historically, it's about where it is. NFC East games throw the records out the
Well,
window.
yeah.
Always.
It's really that first half, though. They had like 50-something plays. We only had a total of 46 plays in offense. So all the people blaming Gannon all they want. They went out and signed a bunch of people, but I mean, you turned the ball over that many times. Granted, the one turnover was on the last play of the game, and the other one should have been taken back for a face mask, and we got 2 turnovers. So to be honest with you, the turnovers should have been even.
So I
We had
rewatched the
4.
first half, and the first 2 possessions. I mean, the Eagles' defense looked awesome. They responded with the strip sack. The first drive, they was like a 3-and-out. We scored first. The outcome of that game and how it went didn't match. like usually, like we always say, like our family joke is, the Jets fly over the stadium and the cheerleaders are cheering and 87,000 RVs and people are boozing. The Eagles come out flat. They didn't come out flat. They came out firing and then slowly flattened out throughout the rest of the game, which was odd.
Yeah, I don't know. They said they had a slow start. They scored like 14 points pretty quick.
Yeah, and then and Josh Sweat had the strip sack, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good.
Everyone was getting on the Sirianni and Kelsey because they're like, we're not going to blame the refs. We played like crap. Well, they had some guy on this morning that was like a high school on the radio. It was like a high school officiating coach, and he's like, "No, they have 7 guys. I officiate high school games with like 2 or 3 guys, and how can you miss that call? The guy was right there with the face mask, and we had gotten a turnover before that, I think, and if we would have went down and scored, and when Goddard got the face mask and fumbled, would have been points off a turnover, and it would have just been like an Eagles dub on that drive." So it was game altering, the ref stuff.
No question. The Brandon Graham late
you had
hit,
to pick,
notwithstanding, though, the Brandon Graham late hit was a penalty.
That
100%.
was tough. He tried to hold up. So you think it's the refs, the offense, or the defense? Who's to blame for the loss?
Most to
What do you
blame, I would say, the defense, because you let them have all those third down conversions like that, you're going to lose. But also, the offense turned the ball over 3 times. I'm not even counting the 4th turnover. That was a fluky. They're flipping the ball around at the end. And then you have the rest factored in. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking myself out of my pick. I think it was just comedy of errors all 3 phases of the game. Your boy Brenton Covey is absolutely borderlining on atrocious for me. I know they play special teams. Their whole thing right now is like it's just like a safe position. I look around the league. I don't see many return men ripping, 50, 80-yard runs like they used to, but he's not doing much. So I think all 3 phases sprinkle in a little bad officiating, and there's an L for you.
I just went like full offense. I just think like take away that fumble thing at the end of the game that put them to like 31 points. If you take that play away, that was unnecessary. They scored in the 20s. And, like, throughout the year, we've held teams like 8, 17, 17. Like, in the 20s, like, you play the Commanders, you need to score 30 points. So if you take that last touchdown away for the Commanders, they're still in the 20s, and the game's within reach. I mean, you got to blow the doors off this team.
AJ Brown was
Watkins
hurt.
And the turnovers.
AJ Brown was hurt.
Wes Watkins and the Goddard. And the Watkins and Goddard, you get points on those drives. It was a great throw. Hurts played really well.
Yeah.
I thought.
Hurts.
So I'll blame the offense there.
I'm very I have a calm head about it, and that gives me franchise quarterback feels for Hurts. I'm still not ready to say it. I should be ready to say it, but I have that calm that they'll be okay because of the quarterback, and that's franchise quarterback vibes.
Yeah, he got stripped away of his signature win. I mean, he could still get one. They went out and signed all those guys, which is crazy. They're shook that they're going to play Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley in the next 4 weeks. Like, people have them going like 2. You have the Eagles going 2-2, and they lost this past week, so that'd be like in your last 5. If they go 2-2 now and they lost this last one, that's 2-3 in your last 5. That's not good. But to do it in the middle is fine. I mean, if they start hot and they end hot, getting into the playoffs, as long as they hold that like 1 seed, they'll be all right. This is probably the toughest stretch that they have.
Yeah,
super.
You don't
tough.
want to put that blueprint out there though. So hopefully they'll focus and play tighter. I think they played very, very, very.
I'm allowed to look ahead. They go 1 game at a time. So.
No, I'm not saying we don't. I'm saying we need to tighten up how the coverage is played. And I'm saying I don't want to put the blueprint out there that we're the team that's just so easily ran on. I don't know.
No, I think they made the adjustments. They got the 2 guys.
Oh,
everyone thinks
if they can play.
They're older, but most teams that go on a playoff run sign like those older veterans towards the stretch at whatever the deadline is, and usually to make that push. We did it. I think the Super Bowl year we signed like a rando linebacker and like some stuff in the middle of the year.
Ajayi was part of that.
Yeah, so they made the moves, and then everyone thinks Joseph's washed, and everyone's excited about Sue because he had 6 sacks last year. Watch, it'll probably be the opposite. Joseph will be a stuffer. Sue's going to be great, though. They said Sue hasn't missed a game yet, knock on wood, jinx. He hasn't missed a game in his career due to injury. The only games he's missed was been suspended for doing, like, dumb stuff. So he's like an Iron Man. So he's probably going to come in good shape. They'll probably play right away, to be honest. Cox played 70-something.
You put him out there and run
exhausted.
packages. They're online. Stop the run.
71.
Get the quarterback.
But, yeah.
Simplify it. I think that'll be
So
good.
we got our foodie reviews going on. A lot of stuff. Food reviews. Great meme from TJ. Eagles lost to the Commanders and took it personally. It's the Michael Jordan, and how he went out and signed a bunch of people, which is awesome.
I'm skimming memes right now.
Yeah,
we had an okay week.
It's crazy. We're making a rebound. But for the first time, I listened to, we're in South Jersey, I listen to, local radio, and I don't want to, just totally trash them. But, man, these, syndicated ESPN shows, Chris Carlin, who was our boy, who's on WIP, he's on national on ESPN now. There's a game tonight, the Packers and Titans, who, if you're an Eagles fan, we play these guys after this week, after this Colts game, we play the Packers and we play the Titans. So it's huge doing this a little bit earlier this week, so I want to watch those teams. But Chris Carlin's a dope. Packers are home. Just kind of saved their season last week. He's saying 90% of the money was on the Packers, and the Titans were a mortal lock. And the money, literally, public betting is 50-50. So
who knows? Statistics are always weird. Maybe he's looking at money in Wisconsin money or something. Who the heck knows? These guys get weird stats. But what's that great website that we use where we can see where the money's at? I forget that one. Yeah,
Action Network. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
All right, well, Bayak.
Yeah.
I'll do the best I can. I'll probably be able to take first part and second part and put it together. But we were on a roll. Talked a little Sixers. I don't know much about Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh. I know Sue, but he's been playing forever. He's kind of a dirty player.
He was an amazing college athlete. He got to do the dirty stuff in the NFL. He was stuck on the terrible Detroit Lions for a long time. He had success in Tampa. Probably was owed a bunch of loot.
Yeah, he won a ring. That's good with Jim Brady.
Yep.
Won some wins.
Yeah, so he knows what it takes. Now, I'm pumped for him. Linval Joseph, I do not know much about. But he just looks like a big body, which is all Jordan Davis really is at this point too. It's just a big body in the middle.
One of the comments was about him was my rule of thumb with defensive tackles is if you can see the outline of their belly button through their jersey, then I want that guy.
By the way, during technical difficulties, I watched your video, your sandwich review.
They're disgusting. I feel like a bag of trash.
It looked like you gave it way too high of a score from your description, and it's a garlic bun, but it's not garlic.
It does not taste like garlic.
That's a 1 because the fact that it doesn't give you bad breath. You're like, well, it doesn't give you bad breath.
3 out of 10. It's probably a 3 out of 10, not a 3 out of 5.
Then you take a shot at poor Alice telling her rookie score.
I love Wendy's though. Yeah, even numbers. Come on.
Wendy's is a 4 for 4. That's all I get there. 4 for 4, which is in this economy, it's probably a 4 for 8 these days.
Well, I'm not a hot chick. They sent, other influencers I know. They sent them all kinds of gear and stuff for Wendy's. All kinds of influencers. They sent them. So. And I'm the
Good
one.
I'm the
man.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm the man here eating the freaking crap regularly, and the people that follow our page probably eat that crap 5-6 days a week. Wendy's don't send me shit.
Well, a good buddy of mine runs a
Yeah.
Wendy's, and he runs it in a tough part of town, and his stories are just amazing. Every once in a while, I go in there like on a lunch break, and he'll tell us about all this crazy stuff. One of his craziest stories, he had a guy working for him, and the guy had a side hustle selling chicken nuggets to his friends for cash out the drive-through. Like guys would come through, and he'd sell them like 20, 30 chicken nuggets like for straight cash. He was pocketing the money. Just crazy stuff like that.
But like if you get like the shredded like mozzarella cheese at the grocery store, it doesn't really have taste anyway. But it literally had the cheese on it. It has no taste. It's just like flat.
Gross.
There are enough Wendy's.
I have a late entry for meme of the week. It has 5 comments because I just posted it again. I was during the technical difficulties. The Detroit Lions official Twitter hilariously tweets, because I don't know if you saw, but the Buffalo Bills game got moved there. Detroit Lions official Twitter, important. Numbers are by the phone. Lock up when you leave, and please don't break any tables. And reshares how the Buffalo Bills are moving.
Oh my God.
Awesome flex by the Detroit Lions.
I thought you were going to say that game. That's funny, but they got trolled even worse because when they move those games, the tickets are free. They're first come, first serve. I think the season ticket holders of the teams playing get first shot, and then it goes to the general public in Detroit will get opportunity to get those tickets, and they're free tickets. And the people in the comments were like, "That's like every Detroit Lions game because nobody wants to go. It's just free. You can just get them for free." Does that
benefit Cleveland though? Isn't that make it like a little bit closer to home for Cleveland? And it's supposed to be an away game.
This one account, like Hurdles or whatever, that's a meme account, was like they Googled how tall Nick Chubb and Devin Singletary was, like the 2 running backs from both teams, and they're like small. 5 something. And they were
5'7".
like, and they're supposed to get 6 feet of snow, so they had like all these memes like when these guys score a touchdown, you can't even like see them.
It would be over my head too. I'm pushing 6'8" or 6'8". I'm pushing 5'8", so it would be over my head too. That's hilarious.
All right.
By the way, respect that you're still rocking the World Series hat.
To save the Colts coaches' jobs. Basically, they told Frank Reich and them boys, you got to start Sam Ellinger to the end of the year. Because they drafted him. He's a decent player at college, middle-round draft pick. So they did. They said, okay, we'll play him. And then the second Jeff Saturday got the job, he started starting Matt Ryan again. So you're going to get Matt Ryan.
They're
and you're
better
with
Jonathan Matt
Taylor,
Ryan.
Who they haven't really had. He missed a couple games.
They're better with Matt Ryan, but the Eagles are
You're going to get him,
very...
Pittman, you're going to get...
What happened? Did we lose it again? No, I was saying with
I think I lost you for a second.
The Eagles are good against Matt Ryan. That's but the Colts overall are better with Matt Ryan. There's no question. But I like the matchup.
Yeah, so you're going to get their best shot. They're not that good.
You're going to get everybody's best shot. You're 8-1 now. I mean, you're going to get everybody wants to knock off the big guy. You could have a team that has 3, 4, 5 wins on the season. Like, yeah, but we beat the Eagles. Yeah. So that's what you get. Target on your back now.
Yeah. So
T Swift.
I get they were a playoff team now. They're a playoff team now, so I don't even know who they still have. I know they have Taylor and Pittman. I guess their O-line is bad. That's why they're bad. It all happens in the trenches.
Yeah, and quarterback play.
So, because they have some weapons, and their defense was always kind of good. They like Darius Leonard and stuff. They were on Hard Knocks, but their O-line, I guess, is just bad. So hopefully these tackles and stuff play right away. It's crazy.
Speaking of Hard Knocks, we got snubbed hard on Hard Knocks, man. I was so pumped. I
This
saw
is
the midseason Hard Knocks was gonna be Cardinals. We had the front row seats at Cardinals. I'm like, maybe we'll make another appearance. They started the in-season
Yeah.
Hard Knocks the next week.
Oh my god. Yeah, they started right after the Eagles game. Bums. But
Yeah, it would have been cool.
my wife and my sister-in-law now and her kids, they go to Taylor Swift every year. And now you can pretty much stream any album you want if you have iTunes or whatever, Spotify. But they legit buy the album. They get the digital download, comes with NFTs and T-shirts and fan clubs. They're hardcore supportive T Swift. She added a third show too, so she's when she's coming to Philly, which is her hometown. She's supposed to play Friday, Saturday. They even added a third show because of the demand. They had the early pre-sale for the fan club, which I guess a lot of people did. And for that, the way they did it was you had no say of what show you could go to. Say you got assigned Friday, I got assigned. I have access to buy tickets for Saturday, and they have access to buy tickets for Sunday. So they're like, we don't care. We'll go to any day. They got a link to be able to purchase Saturday show tickets. They go on there. They said you can join the queue 9 or 9:30 a.m. The tickets go on sale at 10. And at 10, they move you from the waiting room into the queue. And if you've ever bought Eagles tickets on the season ticket on the single game sale, you get moved into the queue. It says, hey, there's 1,000 people in front of you, and you got your little guy, and it moves you up. The problem was that it was supposed to be exclusive to fans, and there was 1 million people in these queues. It never moved. People that were rookies and didn't just stay put were refreshing their pages, so they were actually going backwards, and they couldn't get in. They didn't get tickets. And I said, you know what? Let me email the Eagles. And I really wanted them to get tickets because I was like, if we get access for being Eagles season ticket holders since the concert's at the link, I'd like to buy them and either go or, we could probably sell them and it'll help us, fund the podcast. So but I said, hey, if you guys don't get them on your pre-sale, maybe I'll get them and I'll get them for you guys. And I tried for them too. And our Eagles pre-sale was even better than the fan pre-sale because it was only Eagles fans. And we could get access to any of the 3 shows. So when you take all the Eagles fans and then cut out all the people who don't care and don't want to buy tickets, and then let's take our Eagles fans, and then only a portion of them actually want to buy these Taylor Swift tickets, and then out of that portion, you were allowed to get access to any day you wanted, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So all the Eagles fans get basically split into 3 pots. So I figured, hey, I got a good shot at this. Not all the Eagles fans are going to want them. The ones that do are getting split up into 3 different days. Stadium's huge. It fits 70,000 people, plus they put people on the field. So it's more like 100,000 for 3 days. So there's got to be 300,000 tickets. There's over 250,000 tickets. I got on that same thing. It glitched me out. I didn't get anything. Every time I clicked the ticket, it said a fan beat you to it, a fan beat you to it, a fan. And then they just ended the pre-sale, and they were like, public on sale is Friday. And they just booted me out. And then they just canceled today. They just canceled the public on sale. They're sold out of tickets. So there's no access for the general public to buy tickets. The pre-sales were botched. I don't know what bots got in. I want to know what ticket hustle scalpers were able to get through it. Because it's not like you just had a promo code to unlock it to be able to buy tickets. Your Ticketmaster account, like our Philthy and Philly Ticketmaster account, because we're season ticket holders, was able to get through to buy them. So your account had to be verified ahead of time to be able to even get into the queue. So I don't know how people broke through that thing.
It's a travesty. Ticketmaster is a monopoly. There's these other ones that are trying, but when you're the official licensed partner of the NFL and all these other ones, you're a monopoly. A buddy of ours is looking at the Packers game, and it was $67 in fees per ticket. And what really it's crazy. Like I don't understand how their processing fees go up in line with the ticket price. Like it's the same. Like, what are they processing that's that much different? It's the same.
It's really
bandwidth.
not.
You're
They're not.
transferring
The
this
ticket was
that
already
ticket.
sold. If you bought an Eagles ticket and then you're giving it to me, the ticket was already sold to you. So all you're doing is basically like if you were to just give me the ticket, it wouldn't cost any money. You would just transfer it over to me. So the fact
Well, listen,
that
I know their
charging-
servers cost money and they got to keep the lights on and businesses advertise and there's like a level of overhead, but the greed is astronomical with that company.
And they take it both ways. If you're selling, you get money taken out, and if you're buying, you pay.
$67 fees. He buys it. Then the guy that sells those tickets, he's looking at clubs. They were $300. Then the guy that sells that club's hemorrhaging 50 or 60. They're making
he's losing
just
like 20%
on that one
to that
transaction, $120 per ticket. You're talking about a stadium of 70,000 people. All these games, all these stadiums, like, and okay, fine.
And
I've always been a
they're out of
proponent.
money. And they say the company's not doing well.
But that wasn't where I was going. Then they take all these fees only to give you the crappiest user experience known to mankind. Like, it is just the worst user experience. Like you're saying, you're in a queue and it kicks you out. It's confusing, and you almost feel like you got to know a trick or something to be able to get through. And they take all this money, and it's travesty. Having said that, I have a buddy of mine who has the exact opposite problem. He got them. I don't know how he did it. He's a lawyer. He just like committed to like, I'm going to log on and try to get them. And he got, his daughter is like, like your cousins is, crazy T Swift fan. And he got
was it in
tickets.
Philly or was it in New York?
He got him in New York. And
New York.
now
I know people who did both and still had problems with both.
And now
people I went to college with got New York.
He's faced with the issue of, do I sell them or do we go? And he's not like us. Like, he's not like crazy savvy with the whole like, hey, the market's high right now, flip them out right now, wait till close to the game time, maybe buy back in. Or like, he doesn't want to risk it because he's afraid that they'll disappear or something like that. I'm like, dude, they're going for thousands of dollars. He got clubs, I think.
Yeah,
and they're
crazy.
going for thousands. I'm like, dude, he's like, they're 20x face right now. I'm seeing listings for. I'm like, sell them, man. But he's freaked. He's not gonna. He's like, nah, I don't care. I'm an attorney. I got the money. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's good to tell. I had no idea she's out. I mean, she is the number one album on the planet every time she comes out with a new album. But I had no idea. I figured 3 shows is a lot. In one city's a lot of shows. I know she's from here, but. It's the Eagles games are 70,000 fans plus they put people on the field.
So did they list the face value of her tickets when it was on there?
When I was on it, the nosebleeds were actually reasonable. They were like $100-something with fees and everything. They were still $200 a ticket for bleeds. The lower levels were $400 or $500 face. So I wouldn't even, if I could get them, I was just gonna give them to my cousins anyway because I would never. If I bought 4 tickets at $600 a pop and was in them for $2-3 grand, I mean, I don't know what you could sell them for.
Is there a sale for Taylor Swift tickets going on right now?
Maybe.
I just wanted to check the price, and it put me in a queue.
Yeah, you'll get there, and then they'll just be like, "There's no sale."
There is no pre-sale inventory remaining. Yeah, that's what I just said. No, I just want to see what the cheapest get-in price is right now. And it's gone.
They're not even have resale on there yet. It's just like completely blocked. The only way to get resale is like StubHub and stuff. Other platforms.
Sorry, tickets are not currently available online. Yeah.
Jeez. Whack.
Yeah, I want to see
that they're not going to be that high because the only reason they're that high is because nobody has any like listed yet, and I don't even know if you listed at the prices they're at. I don't even know if anybody's buying them at that price. That's why your buddy should do it in the next like 2 days.
I saw a local marketplace listing for club level that were like $2,000 a ticket, which seems insane.
She go to the Super Bowl for $4 grand probably.
Yeah, she's getting Super Bowl price. The Super Bowl is one event, one day. The NFL, like the NFL is bigger than Taylor Swift. I don't know. It's crazy. or isn't it? I don't know. Maybe she's bigger than the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know. Per city, I don't know.
When's she in Philly? May? All right, here we go. May 12th. StubHub. Me and you, 2 tickets. Uppers are like $700. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that.
They'll
much
come
of it.
down.
It doesn't seem like that. I hate to. I'm not trying to be like
I told them to wait.
a big shot, but I mean, if you want good Eagles tickets, you're going to pay $400 for them. So if Taylor Swift is that popular in the city that she's in, she's as popular as the Eagles in that city for that day. She's as popular as Buffalo is at the Buffalo Bills that day in California and whatever else. So, and $700 for uppers.
And they're not going to be that high. They're that high now. They'll come down a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they release more they hold a bunch and they release more. They always do like the week of, they'll release a batch of upper levels, always for those shows. So just wait if you want to go to that. But
yep.
Still working on MT Swift. But you can always sell Eagles tickets through our page and just send us a donation and you won't have to pay no fees.
Yeah, actually it's a good time to bring that up. Go on Facebook. It's called Buying and Selling Eagles Tickets by Philthy and Philly. And I am the dictator of that group. I am strict. I am mean when I'm in that group. I'm like full teacher mode. I kick people out all the time if people don't follow the rules. I decline posts all the time if you don't follow the rules. We run it very strict, and we don't ask for anything except if you're happy to Venmo us, PayPal us. Because if you sell a $300 ticket, like I was saying, like our buddy, it's $67 at checkout. So if you buy a ticket for $300, not only are you directly sending that person $300, but you're not having to pay those extra fees. So both parties should be pretty stoked. So send us some beverage money.
They're both saving like heck of a lot. So
yeah, Eagles tickets this year. I haven't seen the Eagles ticket under 200.
I gotta move this over because we got. Let me see. Gotta go back in time. I gotta shout them out. See if I can pull them up.
Pull what
up in a second. Somebody sent us like $5 or something, and somebody else sent us.
Oh yeah, we should definitely do that. Shout out all the people. And by the way, everybody is very very generous. I know Sam Tacarino. She's on the page. She sent us money before. John has sent us money before.
Matt Finelli sent us $15.
Matt, you
and John Black sent us $5. So I have $20. You just sponsored our podcast for the day. We made $20. And you probably save the person that bought and the person that sold probably saved like $70 on each side. So you guys saved like a combined $150. It gave us $20. That's sweet.
And I'm ripping our shirt. Shirt's awesome. Do recommend sizing up one.
We might bring that back.
Thing is sick. I love it. So soft. It's like, I don't know if you can tell the color. It's like mint. It's freaking cool, man. I love this thing. So soft.
We're going to bring the Batman shirt back. So many people didn't get a chance to buy it, and I think we're going to bring it back for like a limited time. We'll probably sell another 20 or another 50 and then cut it off again. There's a bunch of people that
a great shirt.
Oh, they didn't know. A lot of people don't follow the rules. Most of our shirts now, they're going to come out for like a week, and then we're just going to shut it off, print it, and ship it out. That's it. And then it's gone forever.
The reason we do that is because we're not like a Chinese sweatshop. We have like a guy like actually printing our shirts. It's their made in America kind of thing that we have going on. So we're not like pre-buying tons of inventory. So we're doing them as we go. So that's why we're doing them in short spurts. And we can also quality control that way and make sure that everybody's getting good stuff. Of all the shirts that we sold, we've had no real problems with anybody. Everybody seems to love the quality of everything. It's not like frickin' it. It's like legit screen print. It's legit. Good shirt. Gear up for the bird.
One was a photo, but we're buying new photos. Well, 570 creative Scranton back because we had a lot of technical difficulties today. Oh, I lost him. But anywho, go Birds. I'll give you my prediction, I guess, because we lost him. So hopefully he's still there. And I think the Eagles win I'll say 30-14, and everyone's feeling a lot better. So go Birds. Thanks for listening to the show.